What you rockin' DIYers? It's Walker with DIWHY.LIFE, and in this episode we are checking out the Fender Rockster Cross wireless Bluetooth speaker by Teufel. All right, let's get into it and see what's inside. Now, from the exterior, it does look a little banged up, a little dirty, which is okay. And it appears that there is one lone piece of tape holding it all together. So let's cut said piece of tape. Where were we? Oh yes. There we are. We've got a warranty manual, and they've also included, if you can see, they put a guitar pick in there, further emphasizing the Fender collaboration. Fender Guitars, you know, is a famous guitar company, American guitar company. I think they're American. All right, we've got a power strip here, power brick, should say, and this has the barrel power adapter. The newer model of the Rockster 2, I believe has USB-C, so that's one difference between the two right there. But the Fender model comes with a guitar strap. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's fun. And this is the power cord for the brick. We've got some molded cardboard here. I like that a lot better than styrofoam, so kudos. And then inside, we've got the unit. And there's a couple of silica packets in there, keeping everything mold free. And then that's about it. Get to the meat and potatoes, as they say. There it is. It's got a good look to it. It does give me old Fender amp vibes, you know, with the black and the chrome and the grill. It's got some protective plastic, which just comes right off, just like that. Protecting the logo here from scratches and scuffs. And it's got a very prominent Energy Star sticker here. Just letting you know that it's Energy Star compliant. And this is these are the mounting points here for the guitar strap. While it does have, it looks like they've added some carabiner type hardware here for the speaker. It does have pretty standard cutouts on the strap. So it looks like you could actually use this as a guitar strap if you wanted to. The strap itself is actually quite nice feeling. This fake leather, or maybe it's real leather, I don't know. It doesn't give me a ton of confidence, but... And then you just screw them down so they're locked. Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of the 90s, man. We used to... Flavor Flav used to rap with the clock, you know, around his neck. We used to put the boombox on our shoulders. Now, we've got the boombox around our necks. It's slung a little low, a little cursed Novacek, something like that. The Nirvana bassist likes to play his bass real low. Yeah, so it feels nice. It's got a nice rubberized surface to it. Everything seems to be waterproofed, splash proof. Probably can't throw it in water, but should a little bit of water, spray on it or get splashed up on it, it's probably fine. And yeah, the Fender, it's got Fender on one side, and it's got Teufel logo T on the other, F and T. That kind of works out the way they They kind of have similar marketing branding going on there with the F and the T. So yeah, let me get a little bit more familiar with the device. Let me read through the manual, see what it can do. And I don't know, I'm kind of excited to try running my guitar through this thing and see if it works. Could work as like a little, practice amp or something. Maybe hook a microphone up to it and see if it can be like a little PA system. Well, we'll just play around with it and see what we see, hear what we hear. All right, let's get to it. All right, and we are back. Now, you may not have noticed anything, but it's been a few weeks since I first did the unboxing portion of this video. And since then, I've been kicked out of my studio. So we are continuing on, and I'm gonna start shooting some stuff in my home office here. And my wife is super thrilled about that. Love you, hun. Okay, I also want to apologize to the folks at Teufel for the setback. I'm gonna get this thing back on track and we're gonna be all good. Thanks again. Okay, first thing we want to do is go through some basic operation of the Bluetooth speaker. On the back of the unit, you've got some buttons. Everything is rubberized and waterproof, so it all has this kind of rubbery, sealed off design. You've got the plus button, which is increase volume. You've got pause play, which will pause and play your Bluetooth connected smartphone. Minus, which will lower the volume. And you've got a microphone button here, which can activate, your voice commands. It'll activate Siri or whatever your smartphone happens to use. Down here, we've got a pairing button. Press that and you can pair the Rockster Cross with another Rockster Cross, which is a great feature. It means you can have one in the house and one out back. And so the music can sync up between the two spaces. So that's a great feature. And you've got the Bluetooth button. Hitting that will put it in discovery mode so that you can connect your smartphone. And then next to the Bluetooth is the outdoor sound. So this button will improve the audio for outdoor environments. We'll try it out and see what it sounds like. And then you've got the power on, power off button. Down here we've got some little rubber covers. On the right hand side, there's two USBs. There's a USB-C which says service, which is what I'm guessing is, if you want to update the firmware or something at some point. And then it's got a USB-A port, which will allow you to plug a smartphone or other low voltage device in there and get charged. So your smartphone can play music and stay charged at the same time. That's a nice addition to the speaker. On this side, we've got the auxiliary 1/8 inch input, and we've got the power input, the DC power input. While we're here, let's go over charging the device. This is the charger that came with the unit. Always want to use the correct charger that comes with things. Otherwise, you run the risk of messing something up. I've done it. First thing I like to do when I get a new charger is I've got a label maker, and I'll print a label and put what this goes to. So I'm going to get a label printed and have it say Rockster Cross on that one, so I don't get confused. First thing you're going to want to do is plug the charger into the DC port on the back of the Rockster Cross. Then plug in the AC side of the plug into an outlet, ideally. I don't have an outlet right here right now, but I can plug it into this extension cord. It's probably recommended to plug directly into a wall versus using some kind of extension cord or surge suppressor. And also, it's probably a good idea to charge the unit in a cool, well-ventilated area. Anytime you're charging things, they're going to warm up a little bit, so it's always a good idea. I'm not seeing any lights or indicators on the brick, but there is a series of little lights on the back of the unit. And you can see here that there's 4 lights. That's Remy. See here that there's 4 lights, and it's currently charging the 4th light, which means it's got at least a 75% charge or more. So when this thing is done charging, all those lights will be lit up and we'll be good to go. So to connect to the Rockster Cross with your smartphone, you're going to want to turn it on by pressing and holding the power button. It'll give you a little beep letting you know that it's on. And there's a red light surrounding the power button there. You can see that it's on. The Bluetooth button, go ahead and give that a press. That'll put it in discovery mode. Then on your smartphone, go into your Bluetooth settings. And you should see a device come up. This one on my list, it's called Rockster Cross. If you've never connected to this device, it'll show up down here where it says other devices. But we'll go ahead and hit Rockster Cross and we are all connected, just like that. And pulled up a website with some AI music so I don't get any copyright dings for this video. And we'll just go ahead and we'll play something right here. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's see how loud it gets. It's about as loud as it gets. I can turn it up on my phone. Oh wow. Let's try outdoor mode. I'm going to toggle outdoor mode off and on. Okay, so when I was hitting the outdoor button, I think what it does is it boosts the highs and it boosts the low bass frequencies, because it felt like it was shaking more when it was in outdoor mode. So it does boost it a little bit. One thing to also keep in mind when you're playing music is there are volume controls on the device itself, but there's also volume controls on your phone. So if it doesn't seem to be getting quite as loud as you want, maybe your phone volume is actually turned down, and if you hit the volume up on your phone, that made it a lot louder. So I was pretty impressed. That was actually really good sound from a really small little compact speaker like this. My wife actually recently purchased something similar by JBL for our home, and I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of that. So let's get the JBL down here and we'll run them side by side and see. The JBL though is about $300, which is twice as much as the Rockster Cross. So we'll see if it sounds twice as good or not. All right, so here we've got the two wireless speakers. The JBL is a little larger in size. Like I said, it costs about twice as much. It's a little over $300. I love the way this thing looks. This thing looks so cool. It really has that like vintage guitar amp, you know, vintage audio vibe going on, which my wife is absolutely in love with, and so we love the look of this. It's incredible to look at. It sounds pretty good though too, but does it sound twice as good as the Rockster Cross? So we'll find out. So once again, here's the Rockster Cross. Sounds pretty good. Sounds really good. It's nice and loud. Now let's try the JBL. The JBL is playing. So let's turn up the volume. Wow. I start feeling the day slip away. Each one getting faster. I feel the vacancy. Okay. They both sound great. They're both loud. They both have lots of bass. This one has independent bass and treble dials up here, so you can dial in your preferred bass and treble level, which is nice. I believe if you go into your settings of your phone, you can also set up a preset for outputting sound. You can adjust the treble and bass. So you could probably still do that with the Rockster Cross, but just through the phone settings itself. I mean, they both sound great. They both have lots of bass. They both put out a lot of sound. I don't know if one is that much better than the other. Definitely not twice as good for the price. I would say the Rockster Cross is right there. You can get two of these or one of these. Personally, I would get two of these, put one inside, put one outside, and then versus getting just one of those. But that's just me. What do you think? Do you hear a difference? What is your thoughts? What would you do? Let me know in the comments below. One other thing I want to show off about the Rockster Cross is if you have a microphone that is battery powered, you can use the Rockster Cross as a public announcement system or PA system. All you have to do is plug your mic into the auxiliary input in the back. Check, check, check. Nothing yet, but let's turn on the microphone. Check, check, check. And you can hear me coming out of the Rockster Cross. This microphone also has a 3 dB boost. So if we go into the 3 dB boost, it gets, and I can go up with the volume. So yeah, it gets pretty loud. Can everybody hear me out there? Hello! I just get that announcer voice. As soon as I start projecting my voice anywhere, it goes into the announcer voice. Yes. Yes! I just thought that was fun. So yeah, PA system, who knew? The last thing I want to show off, and this is where the Rockster Cross really earns that Fender nameplate, is the fact that you can use the Rockster Cross as a practice amp. The thing actually sounds pretty good and gets pretty loud. So what I've got here is I've got an app on my iPad called Amplitude, and through this app you can get different pedals and different sounds loaded into it and I'm running my Fender Strat. Now this particular Strat has a USB port on the bottom. It's the Strat USB. And if you don't have a USB port, that's okay too. You just need to get a analog to digital converter that goes between this and the iPad. And so what this allows us to do is I can run the guitar right into the iPad processes the sound, and then you just go out the headphone jack right into the Rockster Cross, the input on the back of the Rockster Cross. So let's turn up the volume, pump up the volume, and with no pedals or anything, you get kind of a clean sound. If we turn on the amp, now the guitar amp on the app is on, so it's a little bit louder, and then we can play with some of the settings, the gain and the treble and the bass and stuff like that on the amp itself. Or if you just want to rock out hardcore, you just add a couple pedals like the feedback and the crusher. Wow, that feedback pedal really puts a lot of in that sound. So yeah, can use it as a guitar amp. Pretty awesome. I like that. That's about all the time we have for this video. Please, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions about the Rockster Cross, please leave them below. And we'll rock you later.